Hi, my name is Ashton and welcome back to Ashton's EDC. So in today's video, I'm actually really excited to talk about a new item that I just received yesterday, and this is all thanks to you. So I'm an Amazon affiliate. Some of you guys might know I've mentioned that before in a few videos, and I'm trying to leave links to all of the items that I've talked about in my videos to Amazon. Just so if you're interested in some of the items and gear that I'm talking about, you can check it out through those links. And if you do buy anything using those links, I do get a small, a small percentage of that, a small kickback from that. And so with the money that I've received from that, I was able to buy something that I've been wanting to get for quite a while, and that is a notebook pouch for my field notes, or for a kind of typical 3.5 by 5.5 inch field notes size notebook. And so I just got this in yesterday. Here it is, quick kind of preview. Now there's lots of these on Amazon. Some of them look identical, just with the different branding. But I just picked one, had some good reviews, so it seemed really good. And so far I've been really loving it. So again, a huge thanks to you guys for basically allowing me to purchase this item. It's not really sponsored or anything like that. I chose to buy this using that money. So yeah, a huge thank you to you. But we'll get right to it. I'll turn the camera down towards the table and we'll take a look at this new notebook pouch. All right, so here we are taking a look at this notebook pouch. Now this one is from this brand called Wildox. As I said, looking on Amazon, there was quite a few of these. Some of them looked pretty much identical, just with a different brand. So there's lots out there. I will leave the link to this one down in the description below if you're interested in that. But yeah, there's lots. This one was about, I think in total cost me $20. I believe the list price was about $15. I did buy this off of Amazon.com, and so there was a little bit of difference with the exchange to Canadian dollars, but I'm really liking this. So it has dual zips up here. These are YKK zippers, as you can see right there. So they're really nice. I attached this little piece of string just to make it easier to grab the zip, to grab and open up. Bit of a larger area, and I was finding that since there is a bit of a recess here, the zipper was sitting flush, so it was a bit tricky to grab out. So I just attached this little string. So I guess first let's take a look at the outside. So this is made of a waxed canvas material, really nice, feels nice and durable. And honestly, for the price, like, the stitching seems really nice. Just feels great. Has YKK zippers, as I said. So there's kind of two main pockets on the front. So there's just one large pocket here and one large pocket on the back. So in the front, I just have a couple pens. Here I've got the Energel, Pentel Energel pen, really nice gel pen. I've got a fountain pen. I don't think I've shown this pen off. This is from Jinhao. This is the Jinhao 51A fountain pen. And I've got the Sharpie S Gel. So just a couple pens in there. You could probably fit a few more. As you can see, there's no like dividers or anything like that. It is just one slip pocket on the front and back, but works great for holding a few pens. Now opening it up, zippers obviously go all the way, and does open up and lay flat, which is great. And as you can see, so in here I've got a different notebook. The main reason that I wanted to get a pouch like this was because the Field Notes, like a Field Notes branded notebook that I've been carrying for the past several months, just in my pocket every day, was getting essentially torn up and bent, and some of the corners of the cover had ripped off, and I had to tape it, and it was in rough shape. Now that's not really anything bad about the Field Notes notebooks. That's more so just how I use them. That's going in and out of my pocket every day with other gear in my pocket as well. But this can fit any notebook that's 3.5 by 5.5 inches. So this is that one. As you can see, it can fit one that's a little bit taller. So I believe it says it can go up to 5.7 inches. But as far as the width, I don't think you can really get much more than this. As you can see, this is the spine area here. So yeah, but this fits in there really great. How it fits in is just using the back cover of the notebook. It just slots into this section right there. Yeah, and it's great. You can still open it up and write with it in the notebook, obviously, or in the cover. But yeah, works great, fits the notebook perfectly. It does slide around a little bit, but once you have it positioned, it does stick in there quite well. And then on the other side, it's got a few pockets. So it has 3 card pockets here. So you obviously can use this as a wallet, or you can store other types of gear in there. I've been using this as a kind of a wallet setup. So in the front pocket here, I've got this little Grim Workshop first aid card. I've talked about this in my video, one of my videos in the past, not too long ago. And I've just got a couple band-aids in here. Really great, it has that credit card shape and look. And so taking that out, you can see that the first pocket here is made of mesh, so you can see what's in there. Then in the pocket above that, I've just got my bus pass. I use this every day, so I got that up there. I was also keeping my library card in this pocket as well. And then up here, I've got this little Fresnel lens, little magnifying lens card, and this glow card as well. So just a couple of things. Now I did test out to see if you can fit some other types of gear. Now if you had something super slim, you could definitely do that, but for example, here we've got this Buck budgie, pretty small knife overall, and so you can fit it into one of these pockets, but now this one actually does fit, but even still it does bulge out quite a bit, or, you know, so it does make it a little bit more difficult to zip that up. But if I had this and the cards, that's where it you know, becomes much more difficult, because these are stacked on top of each other. You can't really have both from what I've seen. Even then, it is doable. Now the budgie, this is quite a small knife, so it might fit. All that's to say is that you can store some gear in these pockets, but you can't really store anything super large, so you wouldn't really want to be storing your full EDC like you might have in another EDC pouch. You can't really transfer all that into here, but it does have a few options for storing some smaller, thinner gear. But we've got those 3 pockets here. Let's take these out again. One with the mesh, and then the other just with the canvas, canvas pocket. And then we have a little little slip pocket back here as well. So you can fit some papers in there or something like that, or you know, again, some other types of gear. I suppose you could put another notebook in here if you really wanted to. I don't know if it would fit, if you'd be able to fit that much in. But definitely has some good capability. Again, you can't store a whole lot of gear in here, but you are able to store a little bit. And for me, that's all I need. Honestly, I'm really happy with this as I load it out here again. Just toss these in here quick. Zips up, zippers, super smooth. I just leave this one kind of tucked in there, so the zippers do really go all the way. So I leave the second one tucked into there, and the top one, or this one is the one I primarily use. Works great. Nice to be able to store a few pens here on the outside. Now I have been carrying this in my pocket. Now it's definitely a bit large for a pocket carry. And obviously the more pens you have in here, or the more gear you have on the inside, the thicker the pouch will be overall. But I've been storing this in my front left pocket of my jeans today. And it works. It works pretty good. Now it is quite quite big. So as far as the length, it comes in at about 7 inches tall. Sorry, 7 inches tall and about 4 1/4 wide. And it does have, it's about 1 inch thick here as well. So it is quite large. I fit this in my front pocket, but with nothing else. You can't have any other gear in that pocket because this takes up the whole space. And it did stick out of my pocket about that much, which wasn't really a problem for me. But you can also just hand carry this. I was doing that as well. Or you can easily toss this in a bag or a sling or something like that. No problem, will fit in there just fine. I'm really happy with this. For the price, again, I think it was $15 listed on Amazon. The material feels great. The stitching is pretty good. Now, this isn't a handmade item or anything like that, right? So there is that to consider, but has a nice kind of rigid spine here, is one of the sort of advertised features, so that whatever you have inside won't get crushed with, if you pack some items on the outside there. But I'm really happy with this. I'm glad to finally have a notebook cover that I can use and that I can put my notebooks in without them getting damaged, because I use my notebooks every day to write in, to write notes, to all sorts of things. So yeah, being able to have this just to make my notebook last a little bit longer and not having to use some Gorilla Tape or something like that to patch it up is great. So I'm really happy with this. And again, a huge thank you to you, to the viewers, for really allowing me to buy this and to have another edition, and a really useful one for me, to my EDC. So that's everything for today's video, going over this notebook pouch from Wildox. As I said, I will link this in the description below, so feel free to check that out. But there's lots of these on Amazon. Some of them have different materials, and there's lots of this size of notebook pouch in general. There's leather ones, there's all sorts, so feel free to explore, find one that you like. If you have a notebook cover that you use for your field note sized notebook, I'd love to hear what it is. I'm always looking for some cool new gear, so I'd love to hear what your favorite notebook pouch is in the comments down below. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try and respond to every question and comment. But again, thank you so much for allowing me to get this notebook pouch. I've been really enjoying it so far. It's only been a day that I've had it, but still really enjoying it. So again, a huge thank you. If you like this video, hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. And if you like the other videos I'm making, hit the subscribe button as well. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.